What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? This is the Mark with the mic, and this is another Wrestling Babble review show for you for Extreme Rules 2017. Alongside my co-host, the Minion with the Opinion.
I am back 2 weeks in a row. It is a
Yes,
new
you.
record.
Yeah, you dare more than Brock Lesnar now.
There you go,
Yay!
And
exactly.
then returning guest,
Yeah.
Louis Bean from Recycling Week.
Hello, hello. Good to be here.
He's the Recycling Week. He's the
I
tornado.
am the red cycle.
He's the troll that.
I got a bridge and everything, man.
There you go. There you go. So we're gonna go through the Extreme Rules card. We say our likes, dislikes, and things that could have been better. Like we do in every review show, we give it 1 to 5, 5 being good, 1 being bad, and so far, so forth. I feel like I should not have to explain that. But anyway, so again, what you guys up to?
Not much. Chilling.
Oh, we got NXT tickets.
Yes.
That's right, baby.
So much
We are
fun.
going to NXT Brooklyn for the third time. Well, me and Minion will be the third time in a row.
And this will be my first.
What? Oh man, you're gonna have crazy. Such a crazy atmosphere.
And I think this being your first show,
Mhm.
this is the perfect show to be your first show.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
You will never pay for a main roster ticket ever in your life.
Got you. Okay.
But now, if you go to another show, you're just gonna be sad because it's not as good.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
dude. If the line the small line we were on is any indication of how people are when you go there, I'm excited.
Yeah, usually is a good crowd. Like again, like we all was cracking jokes and like talking about wrestling while we were waiting online and stuff. Shout out to the dudes on the line. I don't know all their names, but they all following the Wrestling Babble now.
Okay, cool shit.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
You guys got followers while you were waiting online?
yeah,
Holy crap. Multitasking at its finest.
exactly.
That's what it's all about, man.
So yeah. So we got our NXT Brooklyn tickets. I'm excited. They did freeze the prices because the section we're in is kind of the section we were in last year, but it was like $80 instead of $40.
Gotcha.
Wow.
But compared to SummerSlam tickets, SummerSlam tickets where we're at, it would be about $300. So NXT is still kind of cheap compared to like that, and I'm excited. And the tickets are being protected by the Budios box. It's inside the Budio box. It's like in the Velcro.
Can you confirm something for me? Is the cereal good?
It's Lucky Charms, a sugary Lucky Charms.
Oh my! All right, I might have to try that.
It's more sugary because it had the grain, the whole grain part is sugar coated also.
Jesus! All right. So it's sugar on top of marshmallows. That's insane.
Lucky Charms are delicious.
Yeah, they are, man.
Budios is just that
These are-
much better.
So wait, these are chocolate Lucky Charms?
No, they're regular Lucky Charms. They're just pretty much Lucky Charms, just with sugar on the whole grain.
Man.
So it's like Frosted Flakes meets Lucky Charms. If Frosted Flakes had marshmallows, that's pretty much what it is.
Yo, please tell me there's a frosted flakes with marshmallows.
No, there isn't. I think they did it once.
That'll be detrimental to society.
It should happen. You should let them know.
I should. Count Chocula with frosted flakes. That sounds ridiculous.
That was the greatest cereal ever. Off topic.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the hardest one. They're hard to find now.
Very hard.
I heard they were
to
$10 a
find.
box.
Yeah. You know there are pops of them?
Really?
They have pops of them.
Pops of Budios.
No, pops of the
Count Chocula and
Frankenberry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
I've seen them before.
I gotta find Yummy Mummy.
The Yummy Mummy and the blue bear, the blue.
Yeah,
the werewolf.
ghost.
Yeah, the Blueberry.
Oh, Blueberry.
Blueberry, and I forgot the wolf. Yeah. All right.
That's
Getting
the
off
New
the
Day.
topic. We were talking about
Wrestling.
getting a cereal over.
I mean, dude, it hasn't been done since ice cream bars.
Yeah, and their ice cream bars are coming out too. That's why they're on that bike all the time now.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Yeah. And then they're gonna get those over. It's like Jericho.
And
Jericho,
they're so gentle. They're so
yeah.
gentle. Big E's so protective of the bike.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, let's get into topic. All right, the kickoff match. Well, actually, was a really good kickoff match. Kalisto versus Apollo Crews. I was very very happy with this match. I'll let you guys say your things first. So, you want to start off?
Surprised that one of the best matches were the kickoff matches. That's all I can say.
I like when that happens.
Yeah, I do.
That's a surprise.
Because you remember Ryback and Kalisto? That was a fucking great match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh man, I'm not even really a fan of Ryback either.
I like Kalisto a lot. So,
Yeah, but he's been consistent all the way through, like through NXT till now. He's been consistent.
yeah, I just wish they decide what they want to do with him. I think he would be like a main babyface shine. I think he's the babyface that should dethrone Neville.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Like he's
Remember I told you a long time ago they're not going to use Kalisto on 205 Live.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They're going to build his
Mysterio.
stature, and yeah, exactly. He's going to be Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's pretty much their Rey Mysterio. But I wouldn't mind him in 205 because him and Kendrick had a great match also.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was a fun match. I gave it a 4. It was a really fun kickoff match. Like it was just straight out fun. I'm liking the Titus brand gimmick.
Yeah, that really helped.
Yeah, so
I like the participation.
Yeah, so I'm all happy with it, and I like Titus doing being a manager. I think he's fine with that. They can even make him a tag team if their tag team division is that low. Make them a tag team.
Mm-hmm. I wonder.
I think Titus O'Neil found his calling here. I think he's meant to be a manager. He's funny. Yeah. He's entertaining.
But I think he could put on the boots also and still be the same character he is. Or honestly, the way they're working with Tozawa, they could make Apollo and Tozawa a tag team and he'd be the manager.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I hope Tozawa joins them.
Mm-hmm. Titus O'Neil, he just doesn't. He doesn't generate money. That's the whole problem.
Yeah. It's Tawaza. Excuse me, Tawaza.
Yeah, he called me Tawaza.
Tawaza. Yeah, man. So but good. Fun kickoff match. Definitely, everyone catch the kickoff.
You had
it was really good.
I just want to say shout out to Titus, especially for like being the heel manager who's not afraid to get up on the apron.
Yeah,
and pound on the mat. And scream at scream for his boy and whatnot. Like I appreciate that level of dedication to the character. So.
Yeah. All right. So where you guys review the match? I give it a 4.
4, definitely.
I gave it a 4.
All right.
I was entertained watching the whole thing. So
it was very fun, and I love Kalisto's new look. I feel the entrance has to be fixed a little bit. Like it has to be a dark, and then when he starts doing the lucha, that's when the light comes out. Or the fireworks or some shit. I just feel like when he comes out, it's kind of misplaced.
Yeah, there is something missing from it. A little bit of fanfare for him to come out.
Yeah,
it still seems too plain.
You have the thing, and then you have his arm pointing up, like in the glow lights, and then you have him come out with the whole thing, and that'd be cool. Because people still there yell the lucha.
Yeah, he still has the crowd behind him. So
yeah. All right. The kickoff match. Well, not the kickoff match. The first match of Extreme Rules, The Miz versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. This was he could win. He could lose by DQ.
Mm-hmm.
I love this match. This was, I think, probably. This was tied as my favorite match.
Yep.
It was a really good match, and I just want to point out one thing that I don't know if people understood it. Was like I saw a lot of tweets and a few comments of like, why is this the one match that has rules at Extreme Rules? This makes no sense. And I'm like, I don't think some people genuinely understand irony, or the hilarity of the situation. So I'm like, I think the match kind of flew over some people's heads, and I'm like, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Because like you could tell that's what the Miz was, that's what the Miz is going for. Like he wants to be the one match at Extreme Rules to not have Extreme Rules because it's Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't want to fight him in Extreme Rules either.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen his tapes.
I remember that awkward match in the cage with Jericho.
Yeah. Fun match. One thing I love about Dean Ambrose and Miz, every time they fight, it's a different match. They don't do the same spots. They try to change things up and really go into it and everything like that. I love the involvement of Maurice. I loved everything that they did in the ring. I loved everything, even to the final count. It was just exciting. Like you didn't know who the fuck was really going to win this match, and how they were doing and how they were like that. Oh, and by the way, where's my Dean Ambrose pop? I want a Dean Ambrose pop. I got fucking Seth Rollins. I got Roman Reigns. I want Dean Ambrose.
Has it been made or no?
And he better have Mitch with him.
Like Groot.
Oh wow!
Like Groot.
Yes.
Wow. No, I appreciate how at the one point I didn't see it coming when he had Maurice on the apron and what he was signaling her to do. I didn't understand at first.
Yeah.
And then when she slapped him and it almost got Dean Ambrose disqualified, I was like, oh shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was smart, and then he used that to take the whole thing. So I was very happy with it.
But it wasn't obvious either, because it legitimately, if you just looked at it and didn't really know it, if you were like, I don't want to say a casual fan because you're watching a pay-per-view, but if you didn't go too deeply into it and you just watched the match for the match, you could miss that. You could miss what was going on there until they explained it. You'd be like, why is she hitting? What? And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. The rules, the stipulation. I get it now. And he used it to his advantage.
Yeah, I loved it. I was very happy with it. I give this a 5. This is probably one of my favorite matches. It was just a fun match all around.
I want to give it a 4.5. It wasn't perfect, but it was damn near. So that's 4.5 for me.
It had me fully entertained, so I gave it what I gave it.
I gave it a 4.5. I thought it was one of the best match. It was the second best match probably of the night.
Yeah. No,
it was one of my favorites. It was one of my favorites, but I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah,
I thought the usage of Maurice was brilliant when he said slap me," and she slapped him. Like that should have been a DQ there. When the referee got pushed by Dean, when the Miz threw him in there, that should have been a DQ. And then he finished with the skull crushing finale, which was great. My only problem is I think you should have let Dean let Dean kept the title.
Yeah.
You need some type of baby face to keep the title.
Yeah, now it's only one person.
Everything is dominated by heels.
Well, that's the reason why. That's because of going into SummerSlam. They literally had the baby face go over on SummerSlam.
Yep.
That's 2 pay-per-views away because the next one is next month, right?
Yeah. Well, you got 2 because you have Money in the Bank and you have Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's 2 away. Gotcha.
Yeah. So you had 2 away. I was very happy with the match. 4.5. I'll give it a 4.5. That was just genuinely just inside. I was just really entertained by the match, especially.
Hey man, you felt it. You felt it. I mean,
especially
you want it.
Yeah, especially the first match being the first match of the card, and it kind of set a standard. I was like, all right, we did this. Now bring it.
I mean, I'm happy. It's been a good couple of pay-per-views in a row.
Payback wasn't that great, but
no. I mean the last one and this one.
Yeah.
So Backlash and this one, they've been both good. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Same here. All right. So, but anything else you want to put? Oh, new champion in the Miz.
This is true. And that's how many, fam?
7 time.
7 time. Okay. Gotcha.
7-time tag team champion. Next match was kind of just a filler match. Rich Swann versus. And this Rich Swann and Sasha Banks versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. I'm fine with them giving Sasha Banks something else to do. While she's not in the title picture, at least you're putting her somewhere like what they were doing in SmackDown. They had 2 different rivalries and shit. So I'm fine with that. Since other than that, the match wasn't the greatest. It was okay at best.
It was a fine showcase for 205 Live. I mean, but it wasn't, it wasn't like the match of the night. I do appreciate that, like you said, she has something to do, but also that, hey, at least they gave her enough, wherewithal to put her in a pay-per-view. So there you go. There's more than one female match, on the pay-per-view instead of just a one match.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it helps out. It helps out that way.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think? I had a question. Do you think it's odd because isn't 205 like? Is it a Raw branded show?
It is.
It is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's exclusive to Raw, so they do have them on Raw also.
Gotcha. Okay.
But none of that. It was just an average filler match. It wasn't nothing special, so I gave it like a 2.5.
I'll give it a 3.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like there wasn't botches everywhere because the unfortunate part of Sasha is like you kind of expect her to almost kill herself at some point during the match.
She almost did with her knees.
But she was on point though. I appreciate that she caught him lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't the usual. Oh no, she's gonna break her neck.
Yeah. It was her kneecap this time.
Wait, she actually got hurt?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
It looked like she did.
Yeah, she jumped off the post to the to the floor and caught him on his shoulders. And like I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it was fun. I liked them. Those spots were pretty good. I like Rich Swann a lot. So.
Yes. He's still consistently clean. Still, not botching, not hurting dudes. I like it. He's showy.
Yeah.
I appreciate the dancing gimmick with her.
Yeah.
So it went together.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to, but it did.
Okay. That.
I gave it a 3. I actually thought it was pretty crisp, but I don't think this match did anything for anyone. So
yeah.
But that being said, it's just a 3.
Did you notice that they were leaning extra hard on trying to make Rich Swann say he's gonna look back into the title picture?
Yeah.
They probably will because he's like the only him and Jack Gallagher are really the only baby faces of 205 Live and Austin Aries. But you don't want to see the repeat with Austin Aries. You don't want to see what they did with Sasha and Charlotte for 7 months. Do what they did with 205 Live. So
you're right.
I'd rather see Rich Swann versus Aries again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have anything else. Or give me Mustafa Ali, but Mustafa Ali's in a program with Drew Gulak, so you won't see that. But I just think there's a problem. Sasha Banks, she needs to be in a title picture because the title picture is a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
She is the best wrestler on Raw, and to me, this is the problem I have with her on Raw. They're not using her the same way she was on NXT. They don't do that in a lot of certain things. They need to come up with a certain way to create her energy, her buzz again.
Yeah.
She needs something. It may be that she just needs to win some more credible matches, but they need to give her something else. She shouldn't be in these intergender matches. It's cool that there she is, but they need to build somebody else. You can't continue to see Bayley. You can't see Nia Jax. If you look at the title picture, it's Bayley, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
It's a mess. So I want to see Sasha and other things, which is why I was thinking that before she needed the transition, she needed to be on SmackDown with Charlotte. Okay. But you also needed to keep them away. You needed to keep them away.
Separate.
And have Becky go on Raw.
Gotcha.
No, leave Becky on SmackDown.
Nah, you needed something, but I don't think the intergender match did anything for anyone. I think Noam Dar is going to be a high mid-card player, and so is Rich Swann. I don't think they're going to be anything different.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. They gave that match more time than the women's title match, but that's that's for the oncoming segment whenever you guys are ready to put it on.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. So I gave it a 2.5. You gave it 3.3.
It was crisp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Elias Sampson had a little performance.
Hey,
by the way, that was pointless.
I know.
But that's the point of it.
Pointless.
Dude, I was expecting the hell out of him to come out to show up in the Miz.
Yeah.
And at least in his defense to do what he did again, or to return the favor. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but it didn't happen. I don't know who likes him so much to put him on like that. Somebody must really like that. You think it's Kurt Angle?
Josh,
I like Elias Sampson a lot. I think he has a lot of potential. Different character too, so I think he could actually develop to be something else. But that being said, his segment was useless. It was pointless. You needed somebody to come out. Maybe Dean Ambrose come out in a rage of fear that he just lost his IC title.
True. I thought that was gonna happen too.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, it was just this. It led nowhere. It didn't elevate or take away from it. It was just why.
You just boo him.
We just want you to hey guys, boo this man.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was.
All right. So next match is the Raw Women's Title match: Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Kendo stick on a pole match.
Speaking of boos,
I'll start first. Okay.
Okay.
This match, I'm rating it a 0.5. This was absolutely horrendous. This was one of the worst women matches, by far the worst women match I've ever seen in a long, long time. And we've seen some bad ones. But this one took the cake. They gave this match no time to tell a story. Bayley is pretty much buried. She's useless. There's no way. I don't see Bayley coming back from this for a long time. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alexa Bliss buried the hell out of her, or the creative team, whatever you want to call it. But this was, 5 minutes? This was terrible. And I was excited for this match. If you listen to the pre-show, when we were doing our predictions, I was excited for this match. And when I saw this, I was like, this is garbage. What in the world are they doing?
They kind of pushed it really fast.
The kendo stick fell off the pole. Nobody even got it. That's how bad it was.
Oh, dude.
My run is over. It's a 0.5. It did everything for Alexa Bliss. It did absolutely nothing for Bayley. But Alexa Bliss is just reigning supreme. And again, I don't know what in the world did they do with Bayley, but they know how to kill a star.
Yeah.
Bayley was a superstar in NXT.
For real. Oh my goodness.
She was a wrestling machine at least. What is she now? She's a dead dog.
Yeah.
She's legitimately turning into what they keep calling her is just a glorified fangirl. That's what they're turning her into, and it's bad.
Yeah.
That was terrible, guys. I'm sorry. That's a 0.5 for me.
I gave it a 2 just for once Alexa Bliss got the kendo stick, because she was fucking playing with the kendo stick.
Oh, you know what I give it? I give the match a 2, and I give it a 2 because it was over fast.
Yeah.
That's it. It was bad.
The kendo stick fell. That's all that you needed to know.
Dude, what was with that awkward thing where they really did botch the spot where you look at each other and go, who's gonna grab it first? And they just jumped in, and it was like, they didn't even touch it.
All right,
that was like, horrible.
I blame with WWE creative. How the hell are you gonna give a 5-foot girl something that fucking had to reach for?
You know, when she went up, it looked like she was like, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, Bayley, you do this.
She's too small.
That's what it looked like.
Why are you gonna give her a match like that?
I just don't understand what was the point of even letting Bayley touch the stick if she didn't use it. Like, she had it, and did she really even get her? No. Like, you didn't get that. You didn't get that payoff of like, oh, at least she got her one good time. It was like she swung and it was like, ooh, did she like drop it or something? Like, come on.
Yep.
Get out of here. Get out.
All right. Gave her away just for the beatdown that Alexa Bliss gave her.
Yeah, more red marks on Bayley's back.
Yo, that was terrible.
R.I.P.
She's mean. Was terrible. She's really mean. All
terrible.
Right. Next match, tag team championship match: Cesaro, Sheamus versus the Hardy Boys.
That was an interesting match. That was an interesting
match. I could tell you, I could see the start of the broken gimmick. Because the spot monkey went back and did a spot instead of trying to help him. But the Nero is a spot monkey.
You know, that's another match I was excited for. And this match was like a 3.5 to me, which is pretty good out of 5. But the stipulations were pretty stupid. So they both have to come out at the same. One has to come out and the other one has to come out with them, right? So why did the other one go in the damn cage to save his brother?
like what I just said. I just explained it to you.
He needed to do his spot.
He needed to do his spot monkeyness, and Matt Hardy got broken because of it, because he lost his belts, and now he's gonna blame Brother Nero for the loss of the belts because he wanted to be a spot monkey.
The best thing of this match was that Sheamus and Cesaro won the titles.
I'm happy they got
the right
belts.
people won.
Yeah, I'm happy.
The right people
I
won.
think we like them more because they responded to our post.
Yeah. but seriously, there was mention of the camera work, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
How they had the different angles for when they got up on top. It was different from usual. How they, I don't know, something about how the match looked. It didn't hit me as hard as like a cage match usually does.
Yeah.
It's like they weren't really going any lighter than usual. It was just like, this doesn't seem as hard hitting.
The thing with cage matches, it is a brutal match, and that's a match you kind of want color in those matches, even though like it's forbidden now. But it look at this style of match it is. Like you kind of want to. It's kind of like a barbaric match kind of shit. So.
And especially with the no pin, no DQ. I mean, submission clause. It's like, well, these guys are gonna beat the hell out of each other, right?
Yeah.
So
and then the spot monkey.
The color.
But I understood the whole thing with if they're gonna start the broken gimmick, this is the perfect way they did it because Jeff Hardy went back in the ring and did a spot instead of trying to help Matt Hardy get out the ring. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense if you watched the beginning of the broken gimmick on Impact. This kind of started the same way. It was his spot muckiness that caused him. It made him his brokenness, and he blamed him for it. So if you look back at it, then you'll understand the whole shit. That's what I said. Look at the spot monkey.
just why, Jeff? Why?
But I was happy the Cesaro Sheamus got the tag belts again. I think this is a better one because now they're actually working as a team and they're establishing themselves as a tag team, and I'm liking them more about it now too.
I would give it a 3 only because I was disappointed of it. Just didn't look the match on the 2 matches before this were better than this. Yeah, I feel.
So, I agree. No. So I agree too. I'll give it a 3. All right, next match. Champs. Yeah, new champs. Next match is the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. I think this was my match of the night. Neville versus Austin Aries. When I think they can't do more, they give you more in this match, and I loved it. I loved every bit about this match.
It says something about Neville and the program him and Aries put on as how high in the card this was. This is a cruiserweight match. This could have been like the first match.
You know what? I was scared about this too because I thought this was going to be a filler between the tag and the 5-way match. So I didn't think they was going to have time for this match, and they gave him a good amount of time for this match. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
That's like, usually usually they'll put something like that as a filler for the main event, so everyone get back in their seats and everyone could go do their shit. But there's a match going on, and then when the main event, everyone's back in. And
Gotcha.
They do shit like that.
Gotcha.
So this one, I'm happy they gave him they gave him quite a good amount of time. It was a vicious match, very vicious match. Neville shows like why he is the best champion in WWE right now.
Yeah, pretty much. There's
hands down, he's the best WWE champion right now.
If you could put the title belt on him, if you could put the Universal or
any belt on him, I think he'll carry it the same way.
Yes, it would look fine. It would look fine. Man.
I like the fact that he kept the belt. I did call this was the match I said that Neville's going to stay the champion till SummerSlam, and probably even dare some because I don't see no one in the Neville level.
Yeah, especially how he shit on TJP following that whole thing. It's just like, you're not on the Neville level. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Go play Mega Man.
So I mean, it's looking like a nice long cruiserweight title reign for Neville.
And I'm fine with that because no one has established themselves with that belt yet like that. Because TJ Perkins was okay. He had some good matches, but it wasn't. He was like, you were just waiting for him to lose the belt. Kendrick was all right. Like, he had a good rivalries with like Rich Swann and shit. Again, but he wasn't carrying himself the way that Neville is. Neville is showing that belt is like a main card belt. It's like a top tier belt, and that no one's gonna take it from him because that's his fucking baby kind of thing, you know.
Yep.
And I like that about that.
That counter into The way he starts doing his not counter when he did the splash into the Rings of Saturn. I keep trying not to call it the Rings of Saturn, but that's the name they gave it. It's officially just the Rings of Saturn. But like, dude, he's so slick with those.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a out of nowhere situation. It's like
I like that.
You out anything with
like
those.
when he does the red arrow, he does it to give pain. Now he doesn't really do it as a finisher, so he does it like directly to the back
on his back.
Yeah,
like damn.
Yeah, dude. It's those ambiances, those things that make you a fucking great heel. He's the best heel right now. Like besides the Miz, him and Miz are the top best heels on the roster.
Oh, definitely.
On the roster, period. Like on the just.
Well, I like Corbin. Like on the entire federation, but on the Raw roster for sure, it's those two.
Yeah. Like Neville is on I could put any belt on him and I could see him carry it with the same prestige. That's just me, but I think that
he's contender for, like, you remember how we were saying last year how Miz had the year, he was wrestler of the year, or how he improved so much.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that same improvement in Neville. Like, he started it last year, but it hasn't slowed down yet.
No, he's on another level, and I love it. I'm happy that he actually got that spot finally.
Yeah, I'll give this match a 4.5. Like, I agree with you. Match of the night. Yeah. It was so many things about it. It was just like back and forth, and then that mean streak that Neville has with every move he does is just like, it's wrestling, man. It's like, I don't know, there's something about when you see a wrestler wrestle, like a real wrestler who has the character and the technique, it's better than like anything else.
Yeah. I give it a 5. It was my match of the night. It was better than everything in that card, and I was that match, once it finished, after the whole thing was over, I watched that match again. Like, I really enjoyed that match, and it brought back like memories of like Brett versus like Kurt Hennig and shit like that. Like how technical could be, but it actually has like the extra high flying elements. But how technical everything could be, and I miss matches like that, like Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, things like that. You haven't had those caliber matches in a long time, and I like this. Seeing that off of Austin Aries and Neville, it reminds me of that.
See, that I think that's exactly what 205 Live is supposed to be.
I think it's
as a whole.
Yeah, it's not all high flyers. It's a lot of technicians, and again, like half that roster are great technicians. As much as y'all probably don't disagree, TJ Perkins is a great technician.
No, he's dope. He's time and time again he's proved that he can slap on a submission out of any move, out of anything, and anywhere.
There's a lot of good technicians in the ring, and I wish they showed it more than always having to go to the high flying aspect of everything.
That's why I like Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
No high flying, no fly zone.
And I can see him getting a big push, but again, this was my match of the night. I'll give this a 5.
Cool.
It's definitely a 5.
5? Okay.
Definitely a 5. I mean, I actually thought Aries was going to win. That's how you know it was a 5. It was really convincing. Just great, brutal match. So technical. You could I love the way they were selling more than anything.
Shit, the Rings of Saturn looks so fucking mean.
He goes back so far. It's like, why? Don't do that.
The Rings of Saturn is perfect on Neville because he's so like muscular.
Yeah.
So when it looks like he's pulling back, he looks like it's over.
And not to mention the faces he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
So this was a 5. It was a 5. I really thought I thought Aries was gonna win, but I still gave it a 5. Just amazing.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the main event, the Fatal 5-Way for the #1 contendership for the Universal title. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Bray Wyatt.
Good match. All good wrestlers.
It was a good match. I gave it credit that they kind of all did their little spots and everything like that. They tried their best to make you look like the Roman Reigns was gonna win.
Yeah, I did see that, and I did see the misdirection to Finn at the end, and then
So I appreciate the nuances and everything in that match. I appreciate everything they did in that match. It was a good match, but it wasn't like, again, Neville and Aries was just something else. But it was a fun match, nonetheless. I called that in the last cast. I had Samoa Joe winning the match.
I had Samoa, yeah, man. I was like, oh man, I should have bet some money.
I know.
Wait, how do you feel? How both y'all feel about the Bray Wyatt Samoa Joe alliance though in the beginning? I was digging the hell out of that. I was like, dude, this is what it's all about for Bray Wyatt. It's just like, yes, he needs to always be a snake in the grass. He needs to always be just conniving, and you don't know when he's gonna turn on you. And I love how smooth he is with it, though. You saw like the many times where he just looked at Joe and was like, "Oh no!" He put his hand up. I'm good. We good. I'm like, again, that's those attention to details that I appreciate from. But it's mostly from like heels, because when it's usually a good guy, it's like they're just concentrating on winning the match.
Yeah.
And just performing, I guess at their highest caliber, but they don't usually have the nuance of these little things that make you go, oh, this he's got something up his sleeve. You can't trust this guy.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff. So
yeah,
that for me, that more than anything in the match, I liked.
Yeah.
But I'm just a Bray Wyatt fan, so whatever.
I like the whole match. In general, like, it was just a great aggressive match. I liked the spots between Reigns and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I like Balor and Rollins. I like just Balor being looked at as the main event. I wish he did the 17.
Yeah.
I wish he did that as a finisher more than the coup de grace. Like, the coup de grace is cool, but I just think he needs a better finisher.
The Bloody Sunday?
The Bloody Sunday. He should be using the Bloody Sunday as a finisher. I think it looks great on him.
I also appreciate the uses of the stairs.
Yeah.
It's been a while since people have been mobile with the stairs. Like, I think the last person to use stairs like effectively was Braun Strowman.
Fucking John Cena, he threw a fucking staircase at Bray Wyatt's face.
Oh man, but I mean, just in recent memory, because you remember he made Roman Reigns bleed from the mouth.
Yeah, he always bleeds from the mouth. I think he bites his lip or something. He always bleeding from the mouth.
He stayed with them blood capsules. I'm just saying, they need to stop that.
Nah, I think he bites his lip.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I know there was a little clip of before they both went out you can see the ref slip him one again.
Yeah.
And this was like the one where they were in the hallway, and then he beat against the wall, and you could supposedly, you can't actually see the thing he gave him, but you could see the ref hand him something, and it was like, oh boy, here we go again.
But I don't know, it was good. I think the right guy won it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Lesnar and Joe. Mm-hmm. I think Joe could carry himself as probably the dominant heel of Raw, and I think I'll be completely happy with that.
I agree. Especially in Braun's absence, I agree. Yeah,
I'm happy with it. The match I gave a 4.5. It was a fun match. It wasn't the Neville Aries match.
I would give it a 4.5 as well. Yeah. Like, it had so many good spots in it too.
Yeah.
Through the barricade, the stairs, them walking together with the stairs was just I don't know, something about that just brought me back to like my youth. Yeah. I'm not that old, but something about that, like, this is so silly. But it's like, at the same time, it wasn't bad. It wasn't cheesy. That could doing something dumb like that could go bad really easily, and everybody played their part.
That makes sense. What do you think, Menu?
I gave it a 5.
Oh wow! All right.
I honestly thought this was like the second best match on the card.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love the way the finish went. The coup de grace was hit, and then Samoa Joe came out of nowhere with realistic recovery time, because Reigns speared both him and Bray Wyatt through the barricade.
You're right.
So, I mean, the finish ended really well. I think the right guy won. I think Samoa Joe is the perfect person for Brock Lesnar. That's a dream match that everybody's been calling for. I think we all called Samoa Joe winning on the last cast.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that Roman was trolling everybody. He let all 4 wrestle, and he was just standing aside letting them do their own thing, and then he was very aggressive this match. I love when Roman's aggressive.
And I like Raw too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he didn't, no words, just slapped him in the face, and I was like, yes, that's what you should be doing.
Speaking of the Raw though, but great performance by Roman, also by Samoa Joe. Yeah. Like he hit Heyman with the prison talk. He was like, listen.
It's perfect.
Listen. At first I thought they were breaking character because I was like, he's telling him what he's gonna do. I'm like, he's going like straight up. This is a mugging. He's mugging you. Oh, he's like, I'm gonna put my arm around your neck, and you're gonna feel some tightness, and then you're gonna black out. And I'm like, wow, this shit is so real. Like Samoa Joe, all right, Joe, you got it.
He's gonna mug him too.
Don't fuck with that guy.
I think the right person won because number one, Samoa Joe needs something new. You can't keep working a program with Seth Rollins because that program is not going to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Number two, Samoa Joe is one of the most credible people, and Paul Heyman knew that, which is why I think when he was shooting his promo, when he was saying that this is the worst case scenario because he knows that he's going to take a piece of Lesnar no matter what, that's the truth. Everybody knows Samoa Joe is one of the most recognizable wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
The badass Samoan is Samoa Joe more than Roman Reigns.
You're right.
I mean, a lot of people know about that.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
I appreciate that everywhere he goes.
Yeah, exactly. He's well known everywhere. His popularity is known. Now the only thing is now you need, like Mike said, you need Brock to play ball.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do on Monday Night Raw to intrigue this feud?
Yeah. He's gonna get choked out too.
I hope so.
He's gonna get mugged too. He's gonna take his wallet. He's gonna take his wallet. He's gonna be like, Sable, you next. He's gonna go to his house.
He's gonna be like,
Sable.
You're gonna hear Corey Graves with the bike. Why does Brock Lesnar keep his wallet in his shorts pocket? Shouldn't he put that in his locker?
Yeah.
Yo.
And then you're gonna have him go to the house and choke out Sable. Then he's gonna go to the barn and choke out his cow.
Oh shit. Man, that's some WWE get the F out era stuff. You just choking a cow. Come on.
Yeah. You're gonna choke out your best cow.
Oh,
your prize cow's gonna die. But yeah, all right. I gave it 4.5. You gave it a 5 and another 4.5. Overall, what you give Extreme Rules as a total pay-per-view?
Total for me, 4.5. It was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
I'll give it a 4 because it lines up with the score.
But there were just so many not trash matches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you took out, what was it, 2 matches that were really just right?
If you would have took out the 2 matches and put Kalisto Apollo Crews in a longer match, I think you would have had a great card.
You could have had a 5-star pay, like legitimately from top to bottom, like just 5 stars. It's just like everything was good except for those 2 matches, and it's like you can. This is one of those pay-per-views where you can sit down and call those 2 matches out specifically because they don't, there's no like, oh, but the main event was kind of whack. Nah, man, you can't even really say that. It's just like, no, these 2 matches were bad, and this brought this brought the pay-per-view score down. Like, ugh.
My only thing, I wish the Cruiserweight Championship was the main event. That would be my only gripes. If I would have changed something, I would be like, you know what? You want to make them a standard? You want to make them that over? Put them in the main event.
That's a real statement right there. That's a real statement. Like, to have that be the main, oof.
You did it with the women. Do it with the Cruiserweight division.
That's some faith right there. I'm not disagreeing. I want to see it too.
Yeah,
I want to see it too.
I think he handled that belt as like, say for instance, the Cruiserweight belt to him is the Universal title.
Agreed.
He treats it like that, and I think you would have had a 5-star. Again, you had a 5-star match, but you would have had it close out the show, and I think would have been a fucking great 5-star match.
Yeah. Shit. How long has it been since a cruiserweight branded match of any type has been like main event caliber.
Never
on a WWE show.
Never. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, I guess, for the WWE title. That was the only thing I could think about. They're cruiserweights.
Damn. Wow.
Other than that, no, never happened. And you want to establish some belts, if you want to make a belt look like a main event, like sometimes you had to put them in the main event. Like IC title could have been a main event too.
You're right.
So yeah. Other than that, 4 match. Money in the Bank is next, which is about 2 weeks from now. We'll probably be back next week with a Super Kick wrap up and actually go through everything in New Japan Pro Wrestling too.
Cool. I think Money in the Bank is this next Sunday coming up, right?
Next Sunday.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. During I always forget it, but after first preview after WrestleMania, and then all the way to about the July pay-per-view, they're all about almost 3 weeks away from each other.
Gotcha.
Because you get like 2 pay-per-views every fucking week.
Yes.
Like
can I just say about how they feel now? They really feel like an extra episode.
Yeah.
They really feel like this is a special episode more than like a pay-per-view. And I don't know, like if other people think that's a bad thing, I think that's a good thing.
It's a good and bad because you want this to be like the end of all. Like, so you kind of want to end rivalries on this thing. So you really want this to be the standing point of the rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
So you want everything to close out on the pay-per-views. That's the last call kind of thing. So you have to build up all the way to the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view is supposed to be the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So but then again, it also is on the network. You're not really paying the pay-per-view kind of thing. So I won't even call it the pay-per-view anymore because you're not really paying. It's just the network special. Yeah. That's what they're calling it now. They're not really calling it pay-per-view. They call it the network special.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but it is what it is, and I like paying $10 for it, so I'm fine.
And I also shout out to the pre-show cast though. Renee Young, Booker T, and them.
Fuck Otunga. I will never give him credit. Fuck that guy.
No. Otunga was he's just the vanilla as usual.
Was it? It was Sam. It was Sam.
It was Renee, Sam, and Otunga, but. But I'm just saying, lately those things haven't been where you just want to go, I don't want to watch this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's been actually watchable, and I appreciate the wrestlers coming on and giving their 2 cents. Like they had Nia Jax on, and they had who was I can't remember who the guy was that came on. But there was a male wrestler too. Like they asked people, it's better than it used to be, basically.
Yep. All right. So Monday Raw pay-per-view done. Extreme Rules. Next one is Great Balls of Fire.
They stuck with it.
I thought it was a Southpaw.
They got balls. Yo, why does the logo have veins on those balls? Those are balls of fire. Come on, dog. Stop it.
And then you got Money in the Bank from SmackDown, which is Money in the Bank is always a fun pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that can happen, and you got the first women's ladder match.
All in all, which one did you think was a better pay-per-view? Backlash or Extreme Rules?
Match quality, I'll say Backlash.
Yeah?
No, Extreme Rules.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I agree. Extreme Rules.
Match quality, I think the Extreme Rules was better. I did like as much as the women's match wasn't that great, but I liked at least it was a singles match instead of a fucking tag team you keep giving us.
I appreciate that they managed to make a 5-person match not a mess.
Yeah, but these guys worked with each other in these kind of matches before, and I like the fact that they know how to highlight each other, which is great.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Austin Aries was Neville again. This should have been the main event.
Yeah. True,
I think we like that. SmackDown, I think Money in the Bank is gonna top it. I think Money in the Bank is gonna be a good pay-per-view because look at the caliber you have in the Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a crazy match. Then you got the women's Money in the Bank, which is gonna be one high spot, which most likely will be Charlotte doing it. Then you got like the debut of Lana versus Naomi to see what Lana can do.
Does anybody feel bad for Rusev? I kind of do.
No.
No,
not yet. No, because he's gonna be a major star. Just give him time.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he just fell off the face of the planet after he made that demand. Like,
yeah.
I don't like how Lana get a title shot.
I don't mind it.
I hate that.
She,
I'm telling you, if
she
she
played her.
is terrible,
He played herself through. Like I was fine with that. She played.
What if she's absolutely terrible?
Well, this is the push that even Marie was getting, and she wasn't that great. But she had
At
a
least
great
even
gimmick.
Marie trained.
She's trained also.
Yeah, no, Lana's been she's been wrestling.
But we didn't see Lana at all in NXT. We just saw like videos of live shows. But she wasn't in any episodes of NXT.
But she did wrestle before, and she wasn't that bad in the ring. She wrestled in WrestleMania.
For like a minute?
She was in the ring for about a good 5 minutes, and she did her offense. She was actually not
all we
bad.
saw was that jumping kick that she gave to Paige.
And that was great.
That's it.
I'm fine with that.
I think you just love Lana because she looks good.
And
that's it.
I'm fine with that.
I appreciate her character. Nah, did you get to see Talking Smack? Like, you got to see more of her and Shane interact.
Yeah.
Listen, I watched Total Divas. I don't like Lana personally.
Oh no.
She's one of the worst. She's one of the worst ever. So I don't like Lana.
Gotcha.
Last rumor, Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss were going to be part of the Total Diva cast. So now I actually may watch the show, just the fact that they're funny.
I think that's detrimental. I don't think they should join Total Divas.
I think they're hilarious. So I'll find.
We should just keep them a sideshow. They don't. Not every woman needs to be on Total Divas. Look at Becky and Sasha Banks.
But they lost.
And Charlotte.
But they lost.
They all decided to not be on it.
Charlotte's going to be in this season.
Really?
Oh God.
Charlotte's going to be.
Why?
Because they're losing most of the people on the show, so they need people to come back.
Yeah, but you don't need.
Right.
Because Renee's not going to be on it no more either. She.
Oh yeah.
That means we're going to have to see Buddy Murphy, and you're going to want to kill him.
I like Alexa and Nia. They're hilarious together, so I think it'll be.
Well, we're gonna see Buddy Murphy, and you're gonna want to kill him. That's all that means.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble, our Extreme Rules review show. Check us out on Facebook on the Wrestling Babble. Check us out the Red Cycling Gaming also on Facebook, and also Guess Better Stroke podcast, which will probably go on in a few minutes. Check out the Twitters of Red Cycling Inc. and Merc with the Mic, and anything else that I'm missing?
No, that's it.
Just check out the YouTube. We got some Tekken stuff on there. Red Cyclone Inc.
Yes,
put up
YouTube.
The Bullet Club King playthrough.
Yes, YouTube. Merc with the Mic as well, and that's where we get our podcast and also my video game things. When I get my shit back together, I'll go back on it. I'm still trying to finish my Disney Afternoon special.
Gotcha.
Disney
All right.
Afternoon. So we're gonna wrap it up. So peace out, guys, and see you guys next week.
Peace.
Laters.